Welcome back to Chisley Bear Studios, guys. It is the next day here. We're still working on the Mazda CX-3. It's going to be wrapped up by this weekend, so if you watched the other video, it is currently the next day. We painted everything in the previous video. Go back and watch it if you haven't watched it yet. The video will be right here. See all the mistakes that happened and how good some of the paint came out for an in-home paint job. Yeah, but today we're gonna be throwing on all the painted parts and getting this thing back on the road. Basically, all we have to do is throw the door together, take some old parts off of the hood, put it on the new hood, line up everything. The thing that's gonna take the longest is putting this door back together. After that, I just have to install the fender, the bumper, the door itself. The lower control arm needs replaced, which after all those things are done, this thing's ready to get back on the road. I'm actually gonna be trading my truck in soon, so I'm trying to really hustle on getting this car done so the family can have two rigs to drive around. The reason I'm getting rid of my truck is because it's a leased vehicle. We want to cut down our monthly expenses, and I'm looking to get a wrecked truck, one of these soon. So we don't know when that's gonna happen, but our next vehicle will most likely be a truck, so I can work on my house and, you know, do big boy truck stuff. I need a truck bed in my life. Other than that, after the next truck we flip, we'll probably be ending up keeping it for a while, just like the Mazda. We're getting cars in to flip and fix. We might drive them for a while, but eventually they'll get trickled out into being sold, so that's exciting. Once we do end up getting rid of the Tacoma and getting another truck, we'll end up selling the Prius. So if you know anyone that needs a gas efficient car that is very low maintenance and it's decently low miles for the year 2010 Prius, the videos for that playlist may be right here. You guys can go see what we did to it. It runs and drives perfectly fine, no issues, but that'll be up for sale and you can grab it. Let's get to work. I'm gonna do a time lapse on this door, maybe voiceover so you guys can see it. I'll just get to work. All right, guys, we're gonna get cracking on this door here. Taking a lot of the parts off the original door, a lot of plastic parts broke, so I ended up getting a lot of plastic pieces, especially these green clips here. It was just M3 tape and clips, and I tried to get it off without breaking, but I mean, there's no really way to get it off. Putting on the trim, all the trims. It's just working the trims in here, guys. Took a second. The little marks on the door is just from the stand. It didn't mess up the paint. My neighbor, one of my co-workers, cousins, neighbors, stopped by and I was chit-chatting while I was working. Decided to leave that in here. The handle was very tricky. It took me a while to get it. I had to put it in, take it out a couple times. And then the window motor as well. That's what I'm installing here. The door card, I put all the window track and stuff on it. And there's these little plastic white screw plugs that go into the Mazda door that the door card slides into, and all of those were damn near impossible to get out, so I had to order new ones. And the new ones didn't fit into the door correctly. The window and the door card were fairly easy to put in. I'm just making sure everything is getting put in order so I don't have to take it all apart again and I have to put something else back in. And then I also made sure all my clips on the door card itself were at least newer clips or ones that weren't broken. Cleaned it out, put it back in. And boom, the door's done.
what you doing?
I'm like the first one. I don't know how. I just go. One more. Where did
Go to you. Go to you.
Where the heck did this?
Throw the bomb. Throw the bomb.
Where the heck did this 4-year-old get?
Why are you driving like that? Is your neck broken?
Dad, how did this 4-year-old get this? Driving like this.
The Mazda is on the verge of being finished. The body lines came out immaculate and I'm loving it. I got the whole front end put together. We're only missing a couple parts. The trim on the door, Mazda messed up and I ordered it, but they forgot to ship it or put it on the PO, whatever. It is what it is. Today I'm gonna do an exterior clean, interior clean. I'll show you guys some B-roll. I'm also gonna put on this fender flare, or fender liner, and the fender flare, and I still have to finish wiring up the aftermarket fog lights and the washer fluid reservoir. The pump on it leaks out fluid, so we're gonna try to JB weld it or something, get the fluid to hold, because I don't want to buy a whole new reservoir or a pump just to get that to work. I had to also wire up the new pump too, so all that work needs to work. Yeah, so I'm gonna get cracking on all that. I'll do some time lapses and some B-roll for you guys, and let's get to work, baby. CX3. We got it all cleaned up, inside and out. We gave it a full detail. The only thing we didn't do is polish, cut and buff it. I still have a couple parts to install that I'm waiting in the mail for, like this door trim. I can't put the door trim on, or I can't put this on until the door trim's on, which I have the fender flare, and I also have the wheel liner. Other parts that we need to also work on are the running. I run them all the way up to the battery, but I still have to run them firewall and into a switch. These rails broke when I took them off, so we might replace those. So yeah, that's everything. Let's show you the inside. Do the engine bay, then yeah, that'll wrap up this video. And then we'll do a price breakdown for you guys, so you can see car one and how much it should sell for. Probably keeping it around. We love it. Becca hasn't drove it yet, and I can't wait to see her reaction, but she'll probably drive it today. So let's show you the interior detail.
You want to take this video? Oh.
And to peep the under the cover, because we don't do stuff half-assed. Basically brand new. Alright, if you like what we've done to this car, comment down below what you think we should do next, or what we should have done to this car. I did take off the muffler just to see what it sounded like, and I kind of like it. So we might throw an exhaust on here, but it costs, exhausts aren't cheap for this thing. For catbacks, they're about $1,000 for good ones. Kind of heard what they sound like without an exhaust. It ain't worth the rack for sure. It's a 4-cylinder at the end of the day. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe, share it to all your homies. The next build will probably be a truck, so stay tuned for that. And we'll catch you in the next one. Drive to thrive. Peace.